In today's video, we are going to explore part 3 of The Art of War and popular quotes by Sun Tzu. In attacking with fire, one should be prepared to meet 5 possible developments. 1. When fire breaks out inside to enemy's camp, respond at once with an attack from without. 2. If there is an outbreak of fire, but the enemy soldiers remain quiet, bide your time and do not attack. 3. When the force of the flames has reached its height, follow it up with an attack, if that is practicable. If not, stay where you are. 4. If it is possible to make an assault with fire from without, do not wait for it to break out within, but deliver your attack at a favorable moment. 5. When you start a fire, be to windward of it. Do not attack from the leeward. In all fighting, the direct method may be used for joining battle, but indirect methods will be needed in order to secure victory. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If you know the enemy and know yourself, your victory will not stand in doubt. If you know heaven and know earth, you may make your victory complete. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. If words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, then the general is to blame. But, if orders are clear and the soldiers nevertheless disobey, then it is the fault of their officers. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. If the mind is willing, the flesh could go on and on without many things. If the enemy know not where he will be attacked, he must prepare in every quarter, and so be everywhere weak. If soldiers are punished before they have grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive, and, unless submissive, then will be practically useless. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. If his forces are united, separate them. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight, even though the ruler forbid it. If fighting will not result in victory, then you must not fight even at the ruler's bidding. How to make the best of both strong and weak, that is a question involving the proper use of ground. Hold out baits to entice the enemy. Feign disorder, and crush him. Hence the general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend, and he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. He will conquer who has learnt the artifice of deviation. Such is the art of maneuvering. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not, will be victorious. He who exercises no forethought but makes light of his opponents is sure to be captured by them. Great results can be achieved with small forces. Foreknowledge cannot be gotten from ghosts and spirits, cannot be had by analogy, cannot be found out by calculation. It must be obtained from people who know the conditions of the enemy. For them to perceive the advantage of defeating the enemy, they must also have their rewards. For it is precisely when a force has fallen into harm's way that is capable of striking a blow for victory. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision, to the releasing of a trigger. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. Do not press an enemy at bay. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. Concentrate your energy and hoard your strength. Can you imagine what I would do if I could do all I can? By shifting his camp and taking circuitous routes, he prevents the enemy from anticipating his purpose. By means of water, an enemy may be intercepted, but not robbed of all his belongings. By discovering the enemy's dispositions and remaining invisible ourselves, we can keep our forces concentrated, while the enemy's must be divided. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Bravery without forethought causes a man to fight blindly and desperately like a mad bull. Such an opponent must not be encountered with brute force, but may be lured into an ambush and slain. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Be where your enemy is not. Be subtle, and use your spies for every kind of business. Be extremely subtle even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby you can be the director of the opponent's fate. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. Attack him where he is unprepared. Appear where you are not expected. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Anger may in time change to gladness. Vexation may be succeeded by content. But a kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. All armies prefer high ground to low and sunny places to dark. A wise general makes a point of foraging on the enemy. One cartload of the enemy's provisions is equivalent to 20 of one's own, and likewise a single pickle of his provender is equivalent to 20 from one's own store. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.